Jestem Eli Junior, jestem z Brazylii i to jest dzień w życiu w Warszawie.
Tell me a little bit about your story about how you ended up here in Poland.
Oh, I have the classic story of I had a Polish girlfriend.
Yeah.
I met her in a trip in Gdańsk, and then we decided to try to live together. Before I had lived in Vienna, and in the first week she said, I don't like the city, I don't want to live here.
There are a lot of Polish women working together with the Polish government attracting qualified immigrants, right? I'm 31.
And how old's your girlfriend?
30.
How long have you been together?
Almost 4 years. Or like I say in Brazil, one World Cup. Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't like Poland in the beginning, but then when I started speaking Polish, it changed. I'm more curious as well, to discover more the country, make more friends, and also because I was enjoying the life standards I had here.
Even in Poland, there are a lot of Arabs. There's Ahmed, Mohammed, Enelmed, Luxmed.
I thought that was funny. Możemy mówić po polsku. Jak uczyłeś się polskiego? Czemu?
Mieszkam w Polsce i w sensie, że dla mnie to jest kwestia szacunka.
Szacunek, tak? Mhm.
Jak powiedziałem wcześniej, ja mieszkam w Wiedniu, w Austrii i szczerze mówiąc, myślę, że nauczyłem się dobrym niemieckiego, jak chciałem. 20 minut, godzina, to
dobra.
zależy. Potem przestałem, bo zacząłem się uczyć języka rosyjskiego.
Bo już byłeś z twoją dziewczyną?
Jeszcze nie. Miałem
dużo znajomych?
Tak, znajomi z Ukrainy, z Białorusi, z Rosji. Języki są podobne.
How do you think they treat Latinos here?
I think still with a lot of curiosity. I think Latinos in general we have very good reputation.
Yes, I would agree with that. And I think Latino Slavic couples actually work really well together because they're both Catholic countries. More Eastern Slav countries I feel like are a little bit more traditional, but especially here in Poland I feel like it's quite matriarchal, and a lot of Latin American cultures are also very matriarchal.
Oh yeah? That we will agree just to avoid a conflict.
That's exactly right, yeah.
The mom has a very important role in the family, right?
Well, yeah, but in Latin America it's because the father's not there.
Often, yeah, that's also true.
Not all Latinos are the same. For example, Colombians are very similar to Ukrainians. The culture is kind of low trust society, it's huge focus on looks over everything, and the guy pays for everything. Polish people actually are the closest to Mexicans.
The Polish and the UK are the Mexicans in the States.
That's exactly right, yeah. Construction work, you know, and a very traditional family union, strong Catholic values.
What would you say are like some of the biggest differences that you've seen between Brazil and Poland?
Everything is different, right? I think it's hard to find something in common.
No black people. Brazil has the second largest black population in the world outside of Africa.
And it's also Brazil is probably the most mixed country in the world.
Yes, exactly.
And then I hear just like motorcycle coming my direction. He touched me, maybe I dropped something. I don't remember what happened, but I got super scared. I said, no, I'm good. I was already taking the phone. Like, it stays in your subconscious.
Yeah. I only spent 3.5 years in Colombia, but it also warped my interpretation of like safety. But my first like year and a half, I would say, in Krakow, I was like, I don't know. You know, and when I would be walking by myself in parks, I would still be sketched out. But then now I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Poland, nothing's gonna happen. All right, bro, so why did you pick this restaurant?
A little bit of comfort food for me.
And you said it's because you're vegan, right? There's other ways to say that you're gay, bro.
Sounds like my dad. I mean, initially it was because of health. I'm not like the vegans because of the animal stuff. That's why I'm not annoying. As you know, like Latin Americans, we don't digest milk very well.
Yeah, us too.
Got like an inflammation. I need to go through a treatment for over a year.
Yeah, sure. La vegana.
So now I live in Ulm, so I cannot order.
What do you think of Polish food?
I think they are very creative because usually you have mostly the same ingredients, right? Potato, cabbage, mushrooms. Really like, for example, placki ziemniaczane.
Oh yeah, me
Potato
too.
Pancakes, so probably my favorite dish. Sweets are very good.
You like the pączki? Pączki is fire, bro. Okay, this food is so effing good. I'm actually really surprised. This tofu is fire. This soup is one of the most authentic tom yums I've had here in Poland, actually. And this is kind of like a vegan Vietnamese bulgogi bowl almost, but dude, it's so good. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, Brazil has a little bit different dynamics, like being a federation, big country. It works a little bit different, I would say, than most of Latin American countries.
Yeah, sure. And you speak a different language. But what's so interesting about Brazil is that you have Asians, you have black people, you have white people, and then literally all the mix you can think of in between.
I think everyone looks different. You can never say someone looks Brazilian. Sure. And then you come to Poland where people are very homogeneous. It's a little bit shocking in the beginning because people notice you are a foreigner very quickly. In Brazil, I'm white, right? And then I moved here and I realized I'm not. I realized I'm maximum beige. I don't know.
You're whiter than me, bro.
Probably, but it's lack of sun, yeah? So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like cardboard, but you need to deal with this dynamics, right? Because in Brazil, I'm treated as a white person, and here I'm clearly an immigrant.
Are you a cool immigrant or a not so cool immigrant here?
I'm an expat, yeah?
So I'm looking for people to feature on these kind of videos. Reach out to me here if you guys want to be featured in a future video. Also, if you guys are interested in moving to Poland, I'll put the details to that in the pinned comment down below.
I found a lot of job opportunities in Poland, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very quick. I actually could choose. I had like 3.
Oh, wow.
1 in Krakow, 2 in Warsaw.
And this was like 6 years ago, right? And you didn't need to speak Polish at the time?
No, it's
Really?
zero Polish. Because I also know other languages, right? So
yeah.
my first job, I think they needed German, French, and Portuguese. I'm changing now. I'm gonna work in Spanish instead.
¿Y qué piensas de españoles?
Bueno, yo no tengo mucho contacto con españoles, ¿no? Conozco más la gente de Latinoamérica,
Latinoamérica, cierto, sí. Pero tú hablas como argentino o...
Sí, como un argentino, sí.
Mis amigos dicen que pues yo hablo como mexicano. And how many languages do you speak?
I think I have conversations in around 10 languages, maybe a little bit more.
Do you think that you have like a different personality in all these languages?
Oh yeah, because you kind of emulate the things you see, right? Tone of voice, the expressions, the body language, a little bit of a different personality.
Yeah, well, the way that I explain it, every language you learn is like a different childhood almost. Because for example, like when I speak English, I'm throwing F-bombs here left and right. I'm curse a lot because that's how we talk in LA. But when I speak Spanish, I never curse because I learned Spanish in the church. I like saying cholera. I like saying orane or kurche. I don't even say kurwa. I'm not Polish. When foreigners say kurwa all the time, it's almost like they're trying so hard.
I also don't swear a lot in Polish, unless I need to use the expression wypierdalać się do swojego kraju.
Nice. Give me a little tour.
So yeah, here I have the stage. They have different scenarios according to the show they have. They have a lot of different formats like live podcasts, stand up. Today we had the dating show. The capacity here is like around 100 people. Here's the bar. Here usually we have the
events.
schedule, yeah, the schedule of the month. So July, so they show the World Cup final as well.
You speak Belarusian too?
A little bit. I forgot a lot. Actually, yeah, we have also here the recording. So some comedians they will record their specials here. Stand up. One, there's the expectation that you have to be funny, so you need to make them forget that they're supposed to laugh. You need to build everything.
It's also interesting that you have inspirations from like so many different countries.
Oh yeah, I really like one of the honors here. Idrak Mirosel is up there. It's also one of my favorite comedians. Quick thing during the break, I asked Adil, where is Sean? Adil replied, he's Asian. Could be domination.
The show has started and they're talking in the background and I signed up to do the show out of nowhere. I'm waiting in the green room right now and we'll see how the show goes.
So you have nationality, you cannot say your nationality.
My nationality, I'm from America.
No!
Do you speak Polish too?
I do. Yeah, do you speak Polish?
Yes, it's my first language.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
It went really well. We planned quite a bit.
What did you think by match?
Mostly we consider age. In the first show, we matched an Israeli guy with a Turkish. It was a mess.
It was.
It was a mess.
How do you think it went, bro?
It went great. I mean, unfortunately it didn't match, but I think it was a great show. I hope you had fun on stage as well.
I had a really good time, bro. I think it was really good, bro. It's a nice job, man.
When you learn the language, you don't learn only the language, but the culture.
Yes.
And the comedy also helps you to learn they think, right? What they find funny. When I started performing Polish, I was shocked with the humor. Like some jokes that I had in English were very good, and I brought to Polish, and they were not working.
How was the treatment when you speak Polish versus when you don't speak Polish?
Oh, it's different. They appreciate very much that I know Polish, I know things about the Polish culture. You didn't have to do it because most foreigners don't, but you did.
Exactly. And the bar's not even that high.
It should be the bare minimum.
It is the bare minimum. I agree with you.
Immigrant should learn the language, integrate. I have friends, they've been living here for so many years and do not know anything in Polish.
Yeah, the Indian guys.
Yes. Like how disconnected to the culture and to what's going on around you are.
Yeah. And even that Indian chick that went there, she was born here and she can't even speak Polish?
Exactly.
Yo, that's crazy.
English native speakers usually tend not to learn a foreign language, right?
Yeah, because they're lazy. This is why certain races have certain stereotypes. The ones that learn Polish are the other Slavs, Latinos, and Asians. But I have a theory, it's because a lot of guys do it because they want to talk to girls, right? I think Latinos got game, bro. And the way that Latinos speak game is by communicating, by talking, right?
So you say you had a Polish girlfriend. What happened with that?
Yeah, we ended up breaking up. I moved here because of her, actually. I would say the Polish culture is way more Europeanized. For sure. We can say so more westernized as well. Coming from Brazil, I connect way more with someone from Belarus because they have way more similar problems than we do. Also being an immigrant, all the childhood, I think sometimes people my age from Poland, they probably lived half of their life already in the European Union. They have different life standards, and often they complain about things I'm happy for. But Belarusian, we could connect in different levels, understanding each other's background a little bit better. So
That's really deep.
So now your girlfriend is Belarusian. Can you tell me what some of the differences are?
the difference is that Polish people are more used to different cultures, and this sometimes helps in terms of understanding each other culturally. We have some behaviors that, okay, this is Europe, but okay, the world is not like that. There are people in different cultures that think in a different way, that do things in a different way. Usually Russian-speaking people, because of the Soviet Union, they were raised having contact with different cultures, right?
Yeah,
Central Asia, the Caucasus, and so on.
Yeah, both of us look like we can be from Kazakhstan.
Oh yeah, we could both be from Central Asia.
Or you Uzbekistan or something, or Turkestan. Would you say one is better than the other? Like,
So I think different experience. I usually joke with my friends that if they want to find a girlfriend here in Poland, to not find a foreigner. If you date a local, you get a better experience, right, of everything.
I would
in
agree with
general
that
thing.
too, yeah.
Have a girlfriend from Belarus. I cannot go to Belarus. Probably will never see her hometown.
but then one of the pros of, like, for example, dating a Polish girl, at least for me, would be like if she's part of the EU and she has a Polish passport, when we travel to other places, there's not as many restrictions as, for example, a Russian passport or a Ukrainian passport. Do you think Polish people are racist?
I think there are so many levels to racism, right? But I don't think so. I think that they don't have a lot of contact with different races. But it's different than a racism in the structure of society, like we have in Brazil, for example, the United States, where it's clearly divided in the society and there are some stereotypes created inside that society about different races. In Poland, it's more about a curiosity, maybe. For example, coming from Brazil, we grow up in a society that have a structural racism, and it's hard to change it in your mind. And I think Polish people, they don't have that.
Do you think you would have been treated differently if you were black?
Different, yes. Worse, I don't know.
It's called Baja. Okay, it's like a bakery, cukiernia. But it's like, oh, it's vegan. Huh? Okay, so we're walking around Povyśle now, which is one of my favorite areas here because it's like right next to the river. The real estate here is really nice. They have some nice malls and some nice restaurants. So we're walking around a park right now. I highly recommend Povyśle for a lot of people, especially if you're like a foreigner and you're looking for a place to stay. This is a really good entry point here or somewhere in the center. Tell me a little bit about your journey with stand-up comedy.
I mean, I always liked stand-up comedy since I saw it for the first time back in Brazil when I was a kid.
Yeah, it takes a lot of balls, man, to do that. It's scary, for sure.
And I went there and I asked, can I try it? The guy said, okay, I have 3 minutes. Did my first 3 minutes, and the first 3 minutes went really well. I did the second time and it went very bad. So I bought books, I started learning the theory behind stand-up comedy, the joke structures and so on.
Would you say the stand-up comedy scene is here in Poland?
I think it depends if it's in English, in Russian, Polish. English is still very small. I do in Polish as well. I had the opportunity to do Masz Minutę, which is like the Polish version of Q20.
Yeah.
I did that, and I won the episode. I won a recorded set in the Polish Comedy Festival, and I won a participation in the special edition of Masz Minutę, which will be in September.
As a foreigner, they see you as an opportunity to practice English, to ask about your culture. And In the beginning, they seem a little bit close and
Very.
When I started to speak with them in Polish, I discovered a different side of them. So they started joking more, they were more comfortable. But actually, it was probably just
Language barrier.
barrier.
If you don't speak Polish and you're a group of Polish people, they all have to switch to English for you. Do you think that because you spoke the Latin languages helped with you learning Slavic languages?
No.
You don't think so?
Knowing German has helped me.
Okay.
Because you understand the cases.
You think Polish is the hardest language that you've learned?
Russian is way harder.
You think Russian is harder?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, my friends all say that Polish is way harder than Russian, bro.
You have seasons, long days and short days. We don't
Yeah.
have this in Brazil.
Oh, yeah. How long did it take you to get used to that?
Years.
Yeah.
Years, like, because in Brazil, sometimes we will not check what time it is, we just look at the sky.
And you know.
It's getting dark, it's time to go home. But here, I get so confused with that.
Summer's so nice, you almost forget how bad it is during the winter. Fall's my favorite season. But then it's like right after the time change in October, the days get so short and it kind of messes everything up, bro.
But to be honest, I enjoy winter as well. I enjoy the fact that you have seasons. You see things changing.
Yes.
You see the trees changing.
And you change as a person too, and each season, right? Because each of them has its own vibe.
And also you have seasons for food here. Our winter is like this. It's like Polish summer. I've been to a Warsaw match.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I really want to do it but some people say, no, you're a foreigner, you shouldn't do that. But
I went with one of my Polish friends, and this guy's jacked. He's like 6'4", tank.
they don't care that much about football. It's like, or they love football or they don't give a shit.
Like in Brazil.
Like in
this
Brazil, yeah.
where football is life, right?
Football is not a part of the daily basis here, like it is in Latin America.
I also think because in like Latin America, right, especially Brazil, being good at football is your ticket out, right? So it's almost like a life and death thing for them. Whereas here, like life is already pretty good as it is, so I don't think people have that hunger anymore. Here, a lot of people smoke.
Brazil almost no one smokes. I think it's less than 10% maybe. Probably will not find even smoking areas. It's forbidden to smoke in many places.
Wow.
So it was a little bit shocking in the beginning.
Right. Do people smoke weed there?
In Brazil, yeah. Here,
Colombia too.
Yeah. So here you do sometimes in some places, but not as much as there.
Because it's a big social thing here, right? Especially during the winter, and it's because the society is so closed. Easy conversation starter,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I can understand why people do it, but it's unfortunate because a lot of them start very young. This is the Chopin Museum, or that's a beautiful building. Look at that.
That's his house. Actually.
Reach out to me here if you guys want to be featured in a future video. Also, if you guys are interested in moving to Poland, I'll put the details to that in the pinned comment down below.
Dziękuję, że spędziliście czas ze mną dzisiaj i na razie.